An office administrator is an essential role in managing administrative tasks and ensuring the smooth operation of the office. During the hiring process, office admin candidates undergo comprehensive testing to evaluate their professional skills, analytical abilities, and technical expertise. Professional skill assessment includes evaluating communication, time management, and organizational abilities. Office admins need strong communication skills to liaise with colleagues and external stakeholders effectively. Time management is crucial for prioritizing tasks and meeting deadlines, while organizational skills help in maintaining a structural and effective workplace. Analytical skills testing involves assessing problem-solving abilities, attention to detail, and decision-making. Office admins need to analyze various situations, identify challenges, and propose effective solutions to improve office processes. The assessment process also includes evaluating technical skills, particularly proficiency in tools like Microsoft Excel. Competence in Excel is vital for data management, reporting, and efficient task organization within the office environment. Hi there, this is Vadim from Online Training for Everyone. And in this video, I'll share with you how to pass an assessment test and get you hired for your dream job. When companies are hiring, very frequently, HR and hiring managers would like to test the candidate to make sure candidate possesses the skills and knowledge that will make him successful in the job. To determine the answer, employers use a computerized assessment tests to assess candidates' skills and experience relevant to the job. Assessment tests are also helpful to determine candidates' potential and make sure a new hire makes the right decisions on the job. In this video, you will have everything you need to get prepared for an assessment test. Make sure to watch this video from the beginning to end, and if necessary, multiple times until you understand all the questions and know how to solve them easily. If you would like to practice with the most recent questions for the assessment, please make sure to follow the link in the description and in comments of this video. And now, let's go ahead and get started so we can get you prepared. Here's an amazing question to determine how well you can analyze the text to determine the correct answer. You're presented with the passage. Regular exercise is crucial for maintaining good physical and mental health. Engaging in physical activities such as jogging, swimming, or cycling can have numerous positive effects on the body. Exercise helps improve cardiovascular health, reducing the risk of heart disease and high blood pressure. It also plays a significant role in weight management as it helps to burn calories and build lean muscle mass. Furthermore, exercise is known to boost mood and reduce stress. Physical activity stimulates the release of endorphins, which are natural mood elevators that promote a sense of well-being. It can also help alleviate symptoms of anxiety and depression. After reading the passage, you need to answer the question, how does exercise benefit cardiovascular health? And you're presented with 4 different choices. Choice A, by increasing stress levels. Choice B, by reducing the risk of heart disease and high blood pressure. Choice C, by promoting weight gains. And last but not least, choice D, by decreasing endorphin production. Take a close look, maybe reread the passage to see if you can come up with the right answer. On my end, I am moving forward because I can't wait to share with you my version of the solution. And obviously, if you have a different answer or have a better way to solve it, please make sure to post in comments. Based on the passage, regular exercise benefits cardiovascular health in 2 ways. Number 1, it reduces the risk of heart disease, because engaging in regular physical activities helps strengthen the heart muscles, improve circulation, and reduces the buildup of plaque in the arteries. It also lowers high blood pressure, hypertension. Exercise can help regulate blood pressure by improving the efficiency of the heart in pumping blood and relaxing the blood vessels. The details of the benefits are not in the passage. I'm just sharing them with you so you can consider exercising for your own well-being. With a little bit of the knowledge of the healthy lifestyle, you can also eliminate incorrect options. Let's look at them closely. Choice A, by increasing stress levels. In fact, regular exercise is known to reduce stress levels, not to increase them. Choice C is also incorrect, by promoting weight gains. Exercise, in fact, is associated with weight management and can help with weight loss or weight maintenance. And choice D is also incorrect, by decreasing endorphin production. Exercise stimulates the production of endorphins, which are natural mood-enhancing chemicals in the brain. So, as you might have guessed, the correct answer here is choice B, by reducing the risk of heart disease and high blood pressure. Exercise plays a crucial role in improving cardiovascular health by reducing the risk of heart disease and high blood pressure, as well as promoting overall physical and mental well-being. Here's an amazing question to test your mental math skills. You need to answer the question without using the calculator. If the price of a book is $20 and there is a 25% discount, what is the discounted price of the book? You need to select your answer out of 4 possible choices. Choice A, $12. Choice B, $14. Choice C, $15. And last but not least, choice D, $16. Take a close look to see if you can come up with the right answer. No calculator, please. Make sure you do all the calculations inside your head. Are you ready? Because I am moving forward to share with you my version of the answer. And obviously, if you have a better way to solve it, please make sure to post in comments. The first step to solve this challenge is to calculate the discount. Discount is calculated as original price, $20, multiplied by a quarter, 0.25. So discount equals $5, which means the discounted price will be equal $20 minus $5, which would be equal to $15. As I already mentioned, the way of calculating I shared with you is the one way, but not the only way. Can you think of other ways how the price can be calculated? Please make sure to post your solution in a different way in comments so we can all learn from your perspective. This is one of my favorite questions because it tests your analytical skills as well as your abilities to identify sequences. You're presented with the series of numbers, and you need to identify the pattern and select the option that completes the series. Take a close look at the numbers. The numbers are 2, 5, 9, 14, and 20 in the first row. Second row is 3, 6, 10, 15, and 21. The third row is 4, 8, 13, 19, and 26. And last but not least, the fourth row has the series of numbers 1, 2, 4, 7, 11, and then comes the missing number. You need to detect the pattern and select the missing number out of 4 possible choices. Choice A, 17. Choice B, 16. Choice C, 23. And last but not least, choice D, 18. Take a close look to see if you can come up with the solution. Are you ready? Because I already found my solution, so I'm moving forward to share with you my version of the answer. And obviously, if you have a better way to solve it, please make sure to post in comments. The key to solve these types of challenges is obviously to identify the pattern and not to overthink it. If we look at the series of numbers, we have 4 independent rows, and each row represents an independent sequence which follows the same pattern. So what is the pattern? And the pattern here is rather simple. The next number is calculated as previous number plus the increment. An increment increases by 1 with each subsequent number. Let's look at the example on how calculations are done for the first row of numbers. In the first calculation, the increment is 3. 2 plus 3 equals 5. Then increment increases by 1, and from 3 becomes 4, which means 5 plus 4 equals 9. Then increment increases again, and 9 plus 5 equals 14. 14 plus 6 equals 20. I'm going to skip rows 2 and 3 so you can do calculations independently to practice your skills, but I am going to do the calculations for the last row. 1 plus 1 equals 2. Increment increases by 1, so 2 plus 2 equals 4. 4 plus 3 equals 7. 7 plus 4 equals 11. And last calculation, 11 plus 5 equals 16. So the correct answer here is choice A, 16. Did you get to the same answer? If not, maybe you have a better way to solve it, so please make sure to post in comments so we can all learn. Here's the tricky question, but not for you, as I have full confidence that you will be able to solve it. You need to rearrange the words to form a coherent sentence, and then determine the last word of this sentence. The words are bush, brown, the, jumps, over, fox, quick, the. Take a close look to see if you can come up with the answer. Do you have your answer ready? Because I'm moving forward to share with you my version of the solution. And obviously, if you have a better way to solve it, please make sure to post in comments. Let me share with you a secret. I'm going to share with you how you can solve this challenge in 3 simple steps. The steps are: identify the subject and verb, build the sentence, and then verify the last word. Let's go step by step to solve this challenge so you will see an example. The first step here is to identify the subject and verb. You need to look closely at the subject, who and what in the sentence is all about, and verbs, actions or states of being. In this particular case, Fox jumps is the subject-verb combination that suggests a potential starting point for the sentence. Second step is to build the sentence. You do it by placing the subject and verb in the appropriate order and then arranging the remaining words to create a logical and grammatically correct sentence. The sentence here is, the quick brown fox jumps over the bush. Then in step 3, you verify the last word. Pay attention to the last word of the sentence. In our case, the word bush is the last word of coherent sentence, and this is the choice A. Let's recap. The complete sentence is, the quick brown fox jumps over the bush. And the last word in the sentence is choice A, bush. Did you get to the same solution? If not, please make sure to post your answer and rationale in comments. What's interesting about the question I'm about to present you is that it truly tests your analytical skills. You need to determine which number comes next in the sequence, and you're presented with the sequence of 6 numbers where 7th number is missing. The sequence is 23, 11, 20, 12, 18, 14, and then comes the missing number, which you need to select out of 4 possible choices. Choice A, 17. Choice B, 16. Choice C, 22. And last but not least, choice D, 20. Take a close look, maybe do mental math calculations to see if you can come up with the answer. Seems unsolvable, isn't it? But be sure that the answer will look so simple as soon as I reveal it, just like in the magic trick. Maybe give yourself additional 15 to 20 seconds to see if you can come up with the answer. Are you ready? Because on my end, I'm moving forward to share with you my version of the answer. And obviously, if you have a better way to solve it, please make sure to post in comments. If you are a frequent visitor or a subscriber to this channel, you know the rule. And rule is to find the pattern. But in this particular question, there are 2 independent patterns. Let's look closely so I can share them with you. The numbers 23, 20, 18, and 17 represent first pattern. And the next number is calculated by subtracting decrementing number from the previous number. Let's look at the example. 23 minus 3 equals 20. 20 minus 2 equals 18. You see that the 3 is decremented by 1 to get to 2. The next number is calculated as 18 minus 1, which is decrement from 2, equals 17. The even numbers, 11, 12, 14, and then the missing number, are calculated using the different pattern. In fact, the opposite pattern, where instead of decrement, we use increment. Let's look at the examples. 11 plus 1 equals 12. Then we increase 1 by additional number, and we increment 12 by 2, which leads us to a result of 14. Then the next number, the missing number, is calculated as 14 plus 3, which would be equal to 17. So the correct answer here is choice A, 17. Did you get to the same answer? If not, please make sure to post your answer and solution in comments. Here's an amazing question to test your analytical skills. You're presented with 2 statements. The first statement is, some dogs are brown. The second statement is, some dogs are big. Assuming that the first 2 statements are true, is the final statement is also true. Here's the final statement. At least one dog is big and brown. And you're presented with 3 different choices to choose from. Choice A, yes. Choice B, no. And last but not least, choice C, uncertain. Take a close look, maybe pause this video to analyze the statements to determine the right answer. On my end, I know the answer I am going to reveal, so I'm moving forward to share with you my version of the answer. And obviously, if you have a better way to solve it, please make sure to post in comments. What's important to know about these types of questions is that you can only make conclusions based on the information provided in the statements. which means that if something must be true in the real life, but not supported by the first two statements, we cannot conclude that it is true based on the question asked. So let's look at the first two statements. It is possible that the dogs are brown, but at the same time, they are not big, because statements do not definitively conclude any of this information. What the statements do establish is the existence of brown dogs and big dogs separately, which means that the information provided in the first two statements does not support the conclusion that there is at least one dog that is both big and brown. This is why the final statement cannot be considered true based on the given information. So the correct answer is choice B, no. Did you come up with the same conclusion? If not, please make sure to post your solution and rationale in comments so we can all learn. Here's an amazing question with the answer that will definitely surprise you. You're presented with the circle broken down into the 8 parts. Each part has letters inside, and letters are O, S, then comes the missing letter, T, another missing letter, O, another missing letter, and ends in P. You need to complete the object by selecting the choice of 3 grouped letters. Choice A is represented by letters I, E. Choice B is represented by letters T, N. Choice C is represented by letters E, N. And last but not least, choice D is formed by the letters of I, N. Take a close look to see if you can complete the object. I'm going to give you a quick hint to help you solve it. Take a close look what happens if you move clockwise. I'm pretty sure you are by now, so I'm moving forward to share with you my version of the answer. And obviously, if you have a better way to solve it, please make sure to post in comments. What's interesting about this question is how amazingly simple the solution is. If we start with the letter P, we can form a word position. Let me spell it for you. P-O-S-I-T-I-O-N. Let me pinpoint 3 considerations that will help you solve these types of problems on the test. When you look at the question is complete the object, and letters are the choices, which most of the time would mean that you need to form the word. Circle shape on the original question mimics the clock, which a lot of times mean that you need to select the direction, which could be clockwise or counterclockwise. To solve these types of challenges, you typically need to look at consecutive letters that are already present. So the 3 consecutive letters that are present are P-O-S, which would kick off your thinking about the word position. As you might have guessed by now, the correct choice here is choice D, letters I-N, which help you to form the word position. Did you come up with the different answer? Or maybe you have other tips on how to solve these types of challenges? Please make sure to post in comments. Some problems really make you think, and this is one of those challenges. You need to calculate the missing number, and you're presented with 2 rows of numbers. The first row contains numbers 12 and 16 on the outside, and on the inside you have number 56 in the brackets. The second row contains numbers 17 and 21 on the outside, and then comes the missing number in the middle in the brackets. You need to calculate and select the missing number out of 4 possible choices. Choice A, 66. Choice B, 86. Choice C, 76. And last but not least, choice D, 96. Take a close look to see if you can come up with the answer. I am going to give you a quick hint here. Try to differentiate the numbers on the inside the brackets and on the outside of the brackets. Are you ready? I hope you are, because I am moving forward to share with you my version of the answer. And obviously, if you have a better way to solve it, please make sure to post in comments. To solve this challenge, let's look at the first row. First row has the numbers 12 and 16 on the outside and number 56 on the inside the brackets. The pattern that you needed to recognize is that the middle number inside the brackets is calculated as double sum of numbers outside of the brackets. Let me show you the example. For example, 56 is calculated as 12 by 2 plus 16 by 2, which would result in 24 plus 32, which would be equal to 56. Same way, the missing number can be calculated. 17 multiplied by 2 plus 21 multiplied by 2 would be equal to 34 plus 22 and would be equal to 76. Did you get to the same answer? If not, please make sure to post your answer, solution, and rationale in comments. I love this question because ChatGPT cannot solve it, but you as a subscriber to this channel will be able to solve it easily. It takes 5 minutes for Abraham to run 1,000 meters. Abraham runs twice as fast as Christian. Assuming the performance of the players remains constant, by how much will Abraham beat Christian in a 1,000-meter race? You need to select out of 4 possible choices. Choice A, 100 meters. Choice B, 200 meters. Choice C, 500 meters. And last but not least, choice D, 1,000 meters. Take a close look to see if you can come up with the answer. As usual, I am moving forward to share with you my version of the answer, and then we will try ChatGPT to see how well the artificial intelligence will be able to solve the challenge. The solution to this challenge is very simple. Because Abraham runs twice as fast as Christian, when Abraham will reach the finish line, Christian will run half of the distance, which would be 500 meters. So the correct answer here is choice D, 500 meters. We will use ChatGPT prompt, solve the problem, and provide detailed answers and explanations. And we will use the same problem as we just solved. When ChatGPT solves the problem, it provides the facts and it provides detailed explanations of the logic and rationale of how it solves the problem. And at the end, ChatGPT provides the solution. So let's read this conclusion. Both Abraham and Christian cover the same distance of 1,000 meters. Therefore, Abraham beats Christian by 0 meters. So the conclusion is that Abraham will not beat Christian by any meters in a race of 1,000 meters because both will cover the same distance. Now let's analyze ChatGPT's answer. Even though the question asks about beating an opponent in the race of 1,000 meters, ChatGPT assumed that the challenge is whether both players will finish the race at all. This is why ChatGPT's answer is built with the assumption that even though Christian will only complete half the distance when Abraham is done, Christian will continue to run until the end. And because they both will cover the same distance, no participant will beat each other. Would you agree with this answer? Please post your logic, solution, and rationale in comments. And make sure to try this answer with ChatGPT to see what kind of solution you will get. In this section, we will look at numerical reasoning test questions frequently used in a test. Numerical reasoning assessment test is a standardized evaluation designed to assess individuals' ability to understand and work with numerical data, make calculations, interpret charts and graphs, and draw conclusions from quantitative information. The typical content of numerical reasoning test can vary, but often include topics such as basic arithmetic, percentage and ratios, data interpretation, financial analysis, mathematical problem solving, number sequences, and a lot of others. Let's look at some sample numerical reasoning assessment test questions we typically see on the test. Here's one of my favorite questions to test your analytical skills and attention to details. You need to determine which of the values is the smallest. And you're presented with 5 different values. The choices are A, 3/4, choice B, 0.6, choice C, 7/12, choice D, 0.7, and last but not least, choice E, 4/5. Take a close look to see if you can come up with the answer. Did you figure it out? I am moving forward to share with you my version of the answer. And obviously, if you have a better way to solve it, please make sure to post in comments. To get to the correct answer, we need to convert all the values to the common format. You can convert all the values to decimals, or you convert all the values to fractions. It doesn't matter, but it has to be common. I chose decimal format. 3/4 in decimal is 0.75. 0.6 is 0.6. And 7/12 is 0.583. 0.7 has the same value, and 4/5 is 0.8. Now you can easily see that the smallest value is choice C, 7/12, which is approximately as 0.58333. Did you get to the similar solution? If not, please make sure to post your answer and solution in comments. This is one of my favorite questions because it tests your analytical skills as well as your abilities to identify sequences. You're presented with the series of numbers, and you need to identify the pattern and select the option that completes the series. Take a close look at the numbers. The numbers are 2, 5, 9, 14, and 20 in the first row. Second row is 3, 6, 10, 15, and 21. The third row is 4, 8, 13, 19, and 26. And last but not least, the fourth row has the series of numbers 1, 2, 4, 7, 11, and then comes the missing number. You need to detect the pattern and select the missing number out of 4 possible choices. Choice A, 17. Choice B, 16. Choice C, 23. And last but not least, choice D, 18. Take a close look to see if you can come up with the solution. Are you ready? Because I already found my solution, so I'm moving forward to share with you my version of the answer. And obviously, if you have a better way to solve it, please make sure to post in comments. The key to solve these types of challenges is obviously to identify the pattern and not to overthink it. If we look at the series of numbers, we have 4 independent rows, and each row represents an independent sequence which follows the same pattern. So what is the pattern? And the pattern here is rather simple. The next number is calculated as previous number plus the increment. An increment increases by 1 with each subsequent number. Let's look at the example on how calculations are done for the first row of numbers. In the first calculation, the increment is 3. 2 plus 3 equals 5. Then increment increases by 1 and from 3 becomes 4, which means 5 plus 4 equals 9. Then increment increases again and 9 plus 5 equals 14. 14 plus 6 equals 20. I'm going to skip rows 2 and 3 so you can do calculations independently to practice your skills, but I am going to do the calculations for the last row. 1 plus 1 equals 2. Increment increases by 1, so 2 plus 2 equals 4. 4 plus 3 equals 7. 7 plus 4 equals 11. And last calculation, 11 plus 5 equals 16. So the correct answer here is choice A, 16. Did you get to the same answer? If not, maybe you have a better way to solve it, so please make sure to post in comments so we can all learn. In this section, we will look at Microsoft Excel questions frequently used in a test. Microsoft Excel test is a standardized assessment designed to measure an individual's proficiency in using this powerful spreadsheet software application. This test assesses a candidate's knowledge and skills in various Excel functions, formulas, data manipulation, formatting, and data analysis. It is commonly used by employers during the hiring process to determine a candidate's level of Excel proficiency. This assessment typically includes a variety of Excel tasks and exercises that range from basic to more advanced functionalities within Microsoft Excel. These tasks might involve creating and formatting spreadsheets, performing calculations using formulas and functions, managing data sets, creating charts and graphs, and demonstrating an understanding of data analysis techniques. Let's look at some sample Microsoft Excel test questions we typically see on the test. Here's an interesting question to test your knowledge of Excel formulas and functions. June is a small business owner, and she recorded her sales figures in an Excel spreadsheet. She needs to calculate total sales for 2022. Which of the following formulas will calculate the total sales correctly? You're presented with the snapshot of data from Microsoft Excel, and you need to select one out of 4 possible choices. Choice A equals sum B3 through B6. Choice B equals add and then in parentheses B3 through B6. Choice C equals total and then in parentheses B3 through B6. And last but not least, choice D equals product and then in parentheses equals B3 minus B6. Do you know the answer? I have full confidence that you can quickly solve this challenge, and I'm going to move forward to share with you my answer. And obviously, if you have a better way to solve it, please make sure to share in comments. To solve this challenge, you need to understand the data and know Microsoft Excel formulas and functions. As you might have figured out, the correct answer here is choice A equals sum and then in parentheses range B3 through B6. Sum function in Excel adds up the range of numbers. And to calculate the total sales for 2022, we need to add up all the sales figures for all quarters in 2022. As you can see, column B represents the sales data for 2022. and rows 3 through 6 represent quarterly sales. Now we know that the correct answer is choice A, equals sum, and then in parentheses cell B3 through B6. Let's look at why other options are incorrect. Option B, add values B3 through B6, is not a valid Excel formula. Option C, total B3 through B6, is also not a valid Excel formula. And choice product B3 minus B6 will multiply the values in the range B3 through B6 together, and it will not give you the total sales for 2022. In fact, if you looked at the choice D, the values supplied is not even the range. It's the difference between the values of B3 and B6, because we're supplying only one argument, which is the result of mathematical operation B3 minus B6. And in fact, the output of this function, product B3 minus B6, will be negative, because it's a result of a subtraction of 337 minus 439, and the end result will be negative 101.91. Do you have any other thoughts or considerations about this question? Please make sure to share them in comments. In this section, we will look at the sample questions for verbal reasoning test for employment, which typically represents an assessment used by employers to measure candidates' ability to comprehend and analyze written information. The questions typically involve reading passages, answering questions based on the information presented, as well as identifying relationships between words and understanding the vocabulary. Let's look at some sample questions that you typically see on the test to make sure you get ready. A very interesting question for you to try your skills. You're presented with 9 letters of the English alphabet, and you need to build English business word. The letters are O-L-S, U-O-T-I-N-S. Take a close look to see if you can construct English business word. I am going to give you a quick hint. The word refers to a set of products, services, and strategies that are designed to solve specific business problems and meet the needs of organizations. Did you figure it out? The answer is solutions. Business solutions are typically developed by vendors or service providers who have expertise in particular industry or functional area. The word is spelled as S-O-L-U-T-I-O-N-S. And the goal of business solutions is to help organizations improve their efficiency, productivity, profitability, and overall performance by addressing specific challenges or opportunities in a strategic and effective manner. Can you come up with any other words using the same letters only once? If you did, please make sure to post your answer and solution in comments. Here's an amazing question to test your verbal reasoning and analytical skills. You need to arrange the words into a coherent sentence and determine the last word in this sentence. The words are A. Coverage, B. Protects, C. Against, D. Financial, E. Losses, F. Business, G. Risks. Take a close look, see if you can build this sentence and determine the last word in this sentence. Did you figure it out? I am moving forward to share with you my version of the answer, and obviously if you have a better way to solve it, please make sure to post in comments. To get to the correct answer, let's look at each word in this sentence to determine the meaning of the word and how to use it correct way. We start with the words coverage, business, and risks. These are not the objects of the sentence. We also look at the against and financial. These are prepositions and adjectives. The word protects is the verb, and it provides valuable information in the sentence. The word losses is the object of the sentence, and it provides information about what business insurance protects against. Based on this information, let's build the sentence. Business insurance protects against financial losses. Based on this, we can determine that the last word in the sentence is losses. And this is the object of the sentence, and it also provides a specific type of protection. So I believe the correct answer here is choice E, losses. Did you get to the same answer? If not, please make sure to post your answer and solution in comments. I love this question because the answer represents such a powerful business concept. You're presented with 10 letters, and you need to build English business word by using each letter only once. The letters are N, I-N, A-V-O, INITO. Take a close look to see if you can come up with the solution. I am going to give you a quick hint. The word refers to the process of introducing new ideas, products, services, or processes that add value to society, the economy, or organizations. Did you figure it out? I hope the hint was helpful because I'm moving forward to share with you my version of the answer. And if you have a better way to solve it, as usual, please make sure to post in comments. My answer is innovation, and the word is spelled as INNOVATION. What's interesting is that innovation involves combining creativity, technology, and practicality to develop new solutions that meet people's needs and address emerging challenges. Innovation is also crucial for the growth and development of the businesses, economies, and societies, and it drives competitiveness, productivity, and progress. Let's look at the examples of the most recent consumer innovations. Number 1 is streaming services. The popularity of streaming services such as Netflix, Hulu, and Disney Plus disrupted the traditional TV industry by offering on-demand access to the vast library of movies and TV shows. The fact that I can broadcast my videos and share them with you directly is also part of streaming services innovation. The next one on my list is electric cars. The development of electric cars by companies such as Tesla, Nissan, and Chevrolet has provided consumers with a more sustainable and energy-efficient alternative to traditional gasoline-powered vehicles. Another example of recent innovation is wearable technology. The emergence of wearable technologies such as smartwatches, fitness trackers, and virtual reality headsets had powered people to track their health and fitness, stay connected, and experience immersive digital content. We also recently enjoyed innovation of online marketplaces. Companies such as Amazon, eBay, and Etsy revolutionized the way people shop by providing them with vast selection of products, competitive prices, and fast delivery options. And last but not least on my list is the smart home technology. The rise of smart home technology allowed people to control and automate various aspects of their homes, from lighting and temperature to security and entertainment, using voice commands and mobile apps. Do you know any other examples of recent innovations? Please make sure to share them in comments so we can all learn. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you for helping us to become one of the largest YouTube channels to help people become smarter, increase your IQ, and to pass any test. If the content of this video was helpful, please make sure to click the like button to help YouTube algorithm promote this video and help other people to find it faster. Giving us a like is also a way for you to tell us that you need more content like this, and when you tell us, we will deliver it for you in the future. For links to free and premium resources, please check the description and comments of this video. You can also go directly to our website, howtoanalyzedata.net, to download the materials related to this topic. I really appreciate your endorsement, support, and patronage of this channel. And thank you for considering to become a member and considering to subscribe. Please leave feedback, suggestions, or corrections in comments. And all the best on your journey. I'll see you in my next video.